Alright, three, two, one, and go.
Hello everyone, this is the ATA channel. I'm Fally.
What's up, guys? This is Michael. Sorry for the lack of videos, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. We're actually doing a discussion today. How do you want to put what's causing this discussion, Folly? I guess
Um,
we had a very, I guess the best way to put it is we had a very particular post come up in the group that had us cringing.
yeah, we just cringe because, this guy, like, Psychopath's film is gonna be in English sub soon? But anyhow, though, yeah,
Meanwhile, Follygasm.
oh my goodness, an Atelier Sophie game. Oh, okay, but anyhow, though, yeah. So this guy doesn't really know how to I don't know how to put it. Like, he doesn't know how to make posts. Michael will probably show a screenshot of the post that he made. Maybe he'll even show you his Facebook page. Like, I tried to give the guy some constructive criticism, but then he said that he's not going to change for me or anyone else. So he doesn't take constructive criticism, nor does he improve. And may I add that he has implied before that I think he's 33 years old and he is a virgin, because that was relevant to his topics about anime. If you're already
That was extremely. Oh yeah, that was extremely relevant to his review in high school. What was it? High School to Dead.
yeah, totally. Like, I'm a 33-year-old virgin and I watch High School of the Dead. So yeah, that best review ever.
I might actually show that review as well. But I was playing. I was highly considering rating this discussion as well, but like every time I read it, it kind of. Don't get us wrong. We're not trashing the guy. Fact of the matter, nor is this video really about him.
It's really not. We don't want a dedicated video to him. So like, I don't want to trash on the guy, but he is terrible at reviewing, in my opinion. Like, that is my opinion. Like, I am obligated to have my own opinion, but like, this guy, he is terrible at reviews because he goes off on random tangents. Like, more
It's that he goes off random tangents that are so random, it pretty much betrays the whole point of whatever he's trying to do. In this particular case, he goes on a discussion regarding the Funimation Universal deal, and it kind of just strays out to something that it goes off to Disney, Marvel, and just a bunch of other things, to where, if anything, it might as well just be a rant of a 30-year-old.
Yeah. I really don't know what to say about it. Like, you know, before we really get into the groove of things here, I may as well read it to you for real now. Okay. Anime discussion. Funimation, yeah. Funimation deal thoughts. Alright, so remember back when Seraph at the End had that Universal Pictures opening in, I believe, episode 3? Apparently Anime News Network reports are saying that Funimation and Universal Pictures announced a multi-year distribution deal that allows Universal to handle Funimation's DVDs and Blu-ray releases. Funimation Executive VP Mike Du Bois came out and gave the whole how this is a great thing for everyone company line. However, since this is my blog, this is my opinion on the matter. With that fact in mind, here's my take. In truth, I'm of two minds on this deal, as on the one hand, having Universal's support further cements Funimation's grip on the anime dubbing and distribution market as right now, the company as a whole can do no wrong due to their huge library and who's who in the dub world voice cast. Beyond that, this deal could open the door for Funimation to bring its channel from the ranks of on-demand variety fair to legit TV status, as Universal is a big partnerer with Xfinity. Oh, okay, it looked like partner, I'm sorry. I thought he may have misspelled anything. okay, but with Xfinity and Comcast cable service thanks to the NBC Group channel block, having a 24/7 dedicated anime network along the vein of the Sci-Fi channel would be a good way to bring in more fans into the anime tent. Plus, we might start getting movie releases in theaters a week or two after. Japan, as Funimation, would be able to get sub-copy material thanks to some of Universal's money and overseas connections. Wow, he really doesn't use any punctuation. Wow, this is just awful.
I'm cringing as you're reading this.
Of course, for every yin, there's a yang, they say. And the yang in this case is content. If Universal does a smart thing like Disney has done with Marvel, then yeah, this deal will be great. But anytime you let someone manage your distribute... Wait, that doesn't even say manage, that says mange. Okay, but anytime you let someone mange your distribution, you give them some say in what you produce, as the distributor has to be comfortable distributing what you produce. God damn, put some punctuation! Now, this looking at Seraph of the End as the first sign of this Universal deal is a good indication that most likely things will be okay, but we can't say that for sure. After all, we don't know how comfortable Universal is with distributing a series like High School DxD or even Black Butler that are hypersexual in the case of DxD and have homoerotic undertones in the cast of Black Butler. Oh my goodness. I was just sitting, I'm cringing right now. Cringing. Beyond that, what about series that aren't action-oriented but are still very good in quality where Universal endorsed series like that? What the fuck? Put some punctuation! I'm pretty sure that was a sentence. Okay. I mean, the one thing I will always be grateful to Funimation for was getting me out of the action anime habit, as while I do love Naruto, I also like anime like Shobits, Peach Girl, and Please Teacher just as much. And if Universal forces Funimation not to endorse shows like that, people won't see how diverse anime is and will continue to see this form of animated art as boobies and blood, when we true anime fans know that anime is so much more. Bottom line, all we can do at this point is wait, pray, and hope for the best as usual cause of this deal, right? If could be the thing that helps anime to become mainstream, and that's good for all of us as fans in most aspects, but I'll save that for another discussion. Peace anyway, see you next time.
First off, you spelled peace wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, we agreed we are not going to be making that as part of our video. However, what I am going to be saying
He'll show the screenshot, though. He'll show the screenshot.
Oh, I will be showing the screenshots. Oh, well,
and he'll keep in what I read, because you guys need to know exactly what he's on about. But we're not going to sit here trashing on what he said. He does have a point for the most part, except like it being boobies and blood. I'm sorry, like if you think that it's just boobies and blood, then you're just ignorant. That just means that you don't look for anime. You don't type in stuff like I'm gonna type in top 100 anime openings. Like that's what I do. You know, how I find my anime, I watch anime openings. That's all I fucking do. Just type in, just watch anime openings. There you go. I bet you most people who like want to discredit anime and call people like losers for liking it. Let me see. I just heard about this show, High School DxD. I'm gonna type that in. There's lots of boobies. My friend is a loser. Anime is for kids.
okay.
Yeah.
First off, he's kind of right and wrong about that. Because is High School DxD Funimation for one?
Yeah, Funimation licensed it.
Even so, they don't really necessarily have to support it. All they really have to do is just write a disclaimer: Universal does not support or endorse the broadcast shown at this time. And it doesn't even have to be live TV. It's just merely for DVD sales. And it even said in the article on Anime News Network, which I will also screen cap right now, is that this main multi-year deal is so that Funimation can focus putting their resources on sub and dub material. Now, the good this part does for it is this will also help drive anime prices down, because Universal has the ability to put money on these projects, or how can I put this? They will have the resources to make the DVDs in bulk. So supply demand is no longer really an issue, and the prices will frankly be more reasonable and closer to what you see, comparable to let's just say like NCIS. It's a TV season in NCIS you'll find at fucking Walmart or wherever. Not like $60 fucking dollars. Correct?
Yeah, correct, yeah. NCIS is pretty, I love NCIS, honestly. They have some pretty
And
good,
that was just a random,
deals for that.
it was just a random show I can think of in my head. I can name any other. But the point being is that a lot of the main complaints about anime in America when it comes to actual movie releases is that they are expensive as fuck. How the prices are in Japan in comparison, I don't know. I would imagine they would be cheaper. Because as you said, you've told me in private conversations, that industry is booming.
And for the most part, some portions of the industry are booming, but even so, we're definitely there to support the industry as well, which is kind of why I get pissed off about people using like illegal sites instead of buying DVDs. I know you can't afford everything. You don't have to buy everything. Just buy something a bit more recent. Because people are like, oh, we're not harming people over in Japan, it only matters over there, their ratings matter. It's not just their ratings. If you consider it, since Funimation does simulcast, right, or is it simul? I'm pretty sure it's simul.
Simul.
But, okay.
Or
but since
simulcast, because it's simultaneous.
Okay. So, since Funimation and Crunchyroll do simulcast, you need to take this into consideration. They're streaming it the moment that it's streamed in Japan. It just has subtitles. That's why when it's delayed that means that it was delayed in Japan too. There are reasons for why some things are delayed. But those simulcasts, it means that it's airing in Japan at the same time that it is airing on Crunchyroll at that given time. So you basically when it comes out, like when you're ticking down on Crunchyroll and everything, and you're just like, oh shit, man, new episode of Dungeon is out in 5 minutes. And then when that 5 minutes up and you're doing a direct stream and watching it right as it goes along and you don't take any breaks or skip at all, that means that you're watching at the same time that someone is in Japan. You just don't get those commercials like they do. You don't get that stuff. It's kind of like you just recorded the show and you cut out your commercials. That's about it. You get the same thing that they do and we help. Because if, sales and ratings are where it's at. A lot of shows rely on ratings, and a lot of shows rely on sales. Let's look at a series that has relied on ratings compared to frickin' sale. Let me see. A series that relied on ratings, but hasn't come back was No Game No Life. No Game No Life was probably about last year or so. Yeah, it was sometime last year, I think.
I think it was summer last year.
Yeah, I think it was
summer
I think it was summer 2014, but it relied on ratings, and those ratings did help it quite a bit, but it was mainly there just to introduce people to the light novel, so the light novel sales would go up. But it did require the ratings. It got some of those ratings. It just didn't get all the sales that it should have. Now, a series that does require freaking sales, for instance, was Testament of Sister New Devil. That was Testament of the Devil's Sister's titties, as you know, Michael, that I had you make fun of with me. Yeah, but that show required sales more or less. Because, the light novel
censorship
is pretty... Yeah, but it wasn't just censorship. Not a lot of people were really watching it. It wasn't the most popular, but because of the censorship, you already know. People are going to spend their time and they're going to buy the Blu-ray DVDs to it. You already know. They want it uncensored. They're like, I want them titties. I want to knock on them tongs right there. So I'm going to buy the BDs for this. Or I'm going to purchase a light novel and check that out. That show literally just freaking slapped fan service at you just so you'll fucking buy it. So that's sales compared to ratings. You just need
Well,
to take
even
all.
so, for the record, one doesn't really correlate with the other either. Look at our own movie industry. Look at shit. Look at the fucking how our TV sales. Just because a TV show has good ratings doesn't mean that its seasons will sell well. Just as movies, there have been movies that did shit at the box office, but once it got out on DVD or Blu-ray, fucking they sold marvelously.
Exactly. That's exactly how the anime industry works, and people don't seem to understand that it's kind of fucked over there for the most part. These studios are big. They have a big fucking budget too, but you don't know. There's an educational series about this called Shirobako, and it's basically about these five girls wanting to freaking make an anime together and want to make it big in the anime industry. They realize that it's not all that it's thought out to be because some people just don't go home. They're left working on anime. They have to meet certain deadlines that are rushed. Often enough, some of the things that they need to make an anime doesn't work. There's arguments. There's not a lot of cooperation. So you're lucky to get some freaking visually stunning anime like Fate Stay Night by Ufotable and everything. Like you're lucky, totally. And so that's why I think the Universal Studios thing will be a good idea, because we need to get back on topic for that. But I had to explain how ratings and sales worked over there more or less for the series. It still applies over here in the United States. It's just that look at how many rich people there are in this world. Like, just look at all the rich people in the United States for a minute, and then just look at all the people in Japan, and you're just like, you think that they're rich, but they're not.
Well, even so, fact of the matter is that this Universal deal will help bring anime DVDs to a lower price. It will make it more competitive for them, which for us as consumers is a very good thing. There's no real good or bad side to it. It is what it is. Now, people can be saying that they're not going to probably support the said things, but they don't really have to. If they wanted to, all they really have to do is just slap a disclaimer in it. It's not like some normal person's gonna pick this up and then blame their child for it. It's not gonna be any different than it was for Grand Theft Auto, and even so, they would probably be carded for it just like they would be a matured game. Universal is not stupid. They've been through this.
Exactly. So I think that this whole Universal deal is a good thing for the most part. Like, a lot of people might not see it as a good idea, but it's really, 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 really a good fucking idea.
The other thing I did want to kind of point out before I accidentally pressed some random buttons was that people were saying that it was just Seraph of the End having that logo. It even says in it. Anime News Network, it wasn't just then, it was there was another anime on it that had it.
I
believe
there,
it was Arslan.
Arslan Senki has it?
It was somewhere I read that it did, hold on. Companies to Funimation Entertainment and Universal Home Entertainment announced on Tuesday that the two companies have entered a multi-year agreement in which Universal will manage distribution of all Funimation DVD and Blu-ray releases. Mike DuBois stated the agreement greater sales and opportunities for us to carry physical thing. Funimation has licensed some of the anime produced by NBC Universal Entertainment Japan. French. There we go. These include Rage of Balmont Genesis, Seraph of the End, Vampire Reign, and the Heroic Legend of Arslan.
Whoa, that's gold. Frickin' Shingeki no Bahamut, that is a good one.
But obviously, this kind of goes to the fact that people focus on the popular anime, saying that this is because of this. Well, it's not. And the fact of the matter is, people constantly talk about the mainstream. And this is kind of where I'm going to go off on a little rant, and hopefully you stop me within 3 to 5 minutes. The way how mainstream anime is, at least the way I see it, is it gets people into the other anime. Does that always work the way it is? No. Look at Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. And I'm going to stop myself there. Just because I'm going to go off on a really curse-ridden rant. But, fact of the matter is, in short, people don't really need to see the good and bad of it, because quite frankly, we don't really know the specifics about it and whether or not we're going to support it. All that we do know is that pretty much this solves the one major complaint people have had about the anime industry. Does that mean it's going to change anime? No. Fact of the matter is, it might change. It might change in America, but that's not going to be relevant to the actual anime industry itself in Japan.
But it will get the name of anime out there a lot more, and we possibly could end up supporting the industry quite a bit if Universal Studios does this the proper way that I think they should. Because creativity is isn't there as much anymore. Like, a lot of people have been freaking complaining that a lot of anime is just fan service recently, like all boobs and shit. And I'm just thinking people are stupid. Like, you obviously don't watch enough anime then, or you just go off of what people say. Like, someone says something like, I love Attack on Titan, and then all of a sudden, oh, we're best friends. You can recommend me anime. It's like, okay, I recommend you Tokyo Ghoul. And then I'll say something like, I don't like Attack on Titan, and then it's like, oh, I don't like you then. You see, those kinds of fans are fucking stupid. And then the fans who freaking say that a lot of anime is just fan service are also fucking stupid. Like, there's a place for your stupidity, and I don't think that those kinds of people should be on the internet, because you're just kind of asking to get shit said to you. There are lots of other series out there that don't use fan service and have fantastic stories, but so many people are just like, Attack on Titan, best anime, best story of all time ever, to even notice some stuff like Sunday Without God, or Death Parade. Oh my gosh, yes, especially Death Parade. And Parasite, Beyond the Boundary, Darker Than Black, which is also by Funimation, Phantom Requiem of the Phantom, which I'm pretty sure is also by Funimation. There's a lot of series out there that people are not trying, and I feel like Universal Studios distributing like the DVDs and whatnot, this could get some series out there quite a bit. It definitely could. Especially Rage of Bahamut, because Rage of Bahamut's actually getting a second season. What I've noticed about these anime so far that they have their hook on is Seraph of the End is getting a second season in October. Rage of Bahamut is getting a second season, I don't know when, but they confirmed it. It's getting a second season. And then Arslan Senki is going to be at least over 24 episodes possibly, because there's still a lot of content to go off of. These series are pretty damn fucking good in their own respective ways. So, will they change for the most part how people view anime, or will it get more people into anime? I definitely think with series like Rage of Bahamut and Arslan Senki, totally. Seraph of the End, probably not so much, because people just compare it to Attack on Titan, but you just need to think that...
I hate to step in on that moment, but the fact of the matter is, people will view it how other people will view it. People will view anime as pretty. And it'll probably be a long while, it'll probably be 5-10 years before people change that mentality. Look at video games 10 years ago. Like, with the whole shit with the hot coffee mod, and all the fucking sex shit, and all... Like, oh, this shit's causing Columbine and all this shit. 10 years before that, it was rap music. 10 years before that, I don't know what the fuck it was. And, in the fucking 50s and 60s, it was rock and roll. There's always going to be something people are going to bitch about. And the fact of the matter is, people need to get used to it. Right now, it very may well be anime. The fact of the matter is, that's just the way it is. That's the way it always will be. There will just be something for people to bitch about. And people be, quite frankly, stupid about.
People are always going to be stupid, so that won't ever change. I think for the most part, you guys are probably the more lenient fan base.
With that said, though, he's following I'm Michael
Wait,
and
wait, wait. We're not gonna. Don't end
no.
this just yet. Don't end this just yet. For the most part, I do want to know in the comment section, given
Oh yeah,
that
that's right.
given that Universal Studios is distributing Funimation's like DVDs and whatnot, what does Funimation have licensed that they haven't put a DVD out for yet that you'd like to see on DVD? Like
Death
for
Parade.
yes, exactly. For instance, like Death Parade, like so to say. Like there are some things that Funimation, like has licensed. Yeah, totally. But they don't have a DVD out for it yet. So what series would you like to see on DVD? I know that some people are going to want to see Tokyo Ghoul because they want it uncensored. Yeah, and I could totally see why. And if you haven't read the manga, then that's totally fine too. But I would love to see from them Death Parade. Definitely Death Parade.
I'm not gonna lie. If they did release it uncensored on DVD, I would probably buy it just to give it a shot. Just because I felt that a majority of my opinion on it was biased on that one part.
You just should not worry about it at all. I know your taste. You definitely won't like Tokyo Ghoul.
Well, as I told you though, that was the last straw for me, and boy, did I have fun making fun of it.
You really did shine the holy light down upon him. But yeah, seriously though, what would you like to see? I mean, let me just see what Funimation is licensed real quick. Like let's just see real quick before we end this video.
Funimation licensed anime.
Yeah, let's just look at what Funimation has recently. God damn it. Okay, I don't think that. Oh wait, what? Is this it?
I found it in Anime News Network.
Oh, here we go. Let me see. So Funimation has quite a few things in there. What is this the Funimation channel? Let me see. The Funimation channel is a 24-hour cable network which broadcasts anime series in the United States. What? Oh, okay, that's still a thing. All right, let's look at what they have here. Okay.
I'm linking you another list I found. I don't know if this is the same one you're looking at.
All right, let me look at.
They do. Whoa. They do have license on Attack on Titan as well.
Yeah, but they've already have that on DVD.
They do, but as I said earlier in my point though, when I bought Attack on Titan last Christmas for my cousin, it was $40 for how many episodes?
For about
I think 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
It kind of brings about my point, is that it would help drive prices down. Because it would be a company that has better resources to produce them better and produce more of it. Therefore, the supply and demand makes the price go down. Because obviously, especially Attack on Titan, is a very, very popular anime, and I'm not going to go into what my opinion on it because you guys know my opinion on it. Anyways, fact of the matter aside, that being said, it will help bring the prices down of Attack on Titan, for example, and this god-ass long list of anime I can see them licensing. It will help make it a lot more reasonable to where they even could be probably $20 seasons or $30 seasons instead of the $40, $50, $60 we're used to seeing. Which has been the one major complaint, myself included in all honesty, about the anime industry when it comes to DVD sales. Correct? I don't know why I'm saying like that, but as for what they newly licensed, I couldn't find. I just found an overall list of it, and give or take, it's about. I don't know.
Yeah. Here we go. Anime with which this company was otherwise involved. Okay, so let me see. So these are series that haven't gotten DVDs, I think. No. I think they have. Okay, well, stuff. Okay, I don't like Absolute Duo, but you could want to see frickin' Absolute Duo on Blu-ray DVD. What else here? Let me see. I think a lot of these are on DVD. I can't really tell. Death Parade, yeah, you could probably want to see.
Baka and Test depend, arguably.
Baka and Test is on DVD.
Again,
you could
again
you
the
could want
price
to,
argument though.
oh yeah, but you could want to see yeah, you
Ass
can
Class.
want, okay, yeah, Ass Class on DVD. You could totally want to see that. You could want to see Garo. Yeah, Garo. You could want to see Garo on DVD. Garo is pretty fucking neat. I need to continue watching that. You could want to see gonna be the Twin Tails anime on DVD. You could want that. You could want a good librarian, like a good shepherd. You know, even more so, what would you want Funimation to license so they can have a DVD of it put out or distributed by Universal Studios? Like, for
Actually,
instance, like in...
I will stop you before that because I just came to the realization that will also bring in an additional point. And I hate to say it, but Eric did have a point in this particular point. And in case you guys don't know, Eric was admin in which we originally started talking about. Mainly that being the Universal deal will also allow for anime movies to be easily more distributed, which is something very, very difficult to get your hands on, especially if you don't know where to look.
Oh yeah.
And even so, it usually takes, give or take, an additional 13 to 16 months for it to be pretty much either subtitled or dubbed. So now that pretty much makes it a lot easier to do it. And it, not just anime movies like the Narutos or the Bleaches or the Dragon Ball Zs, but any other that would apply that they do. For example, as you were saying, if they did something similar to what they did with the Fate Stay Night movie. There you go.
Yeah, and if you don't want to just see like like an anime that Funimation already has licensed get a DVD, you could also probably want something that they haven't licensed yet. Like for instance, let's see, what series was big but hasn't been licensed yet? Oh, I know. Nanatsu no Taizai, aka the Seven Deadly Sins. I'm pretty sure a lot of you were raving over that. If you weren't, then you have to go check out Nanatsu no Taizai. It's a perfect action anime. It's amazing, and it's properly paced too. I have the manga to it. It's also amazing too. But that's a series that hasn't been licensed yet. No one has touched it. At least I don't think. When I look on Wikipedia, that's not licensed yet. And with it not being licensed, that means that it won't be on websites such as Crunchyroll, Hulu, Funimation. It won't be on official streaming sites. You won't find it on there. You could only find it on TV in Japan, or you could watch it illegally. Well, would it really be considered illegal considering it's not licensed yet? It's unlicensed. I wouldn't really know if that's illegal yet, because you can't harm anything if it's not really necessarily belonging to anyone, so to say. At least that's what I have to say for the most part.
I agree.
I think. Yeah. That's just how I see it. Like, if it's not licensed, you're not gonna fucking get it anywhere else. You're not gonna want to pay like over $200 for an import of 4 episodes, right? Are you? No one wants to do that. That's what you'd have to rely on if you were to purchase a series like that. So, series such as like Nanatsu no Taizai, for instance, should definitely be licensed. And should it be licensed by Funimation? I personally think so, especially if the Universal Studios, like logo backing it up. That would be great.
Well, even so, we can, with this move, we can probably expect to see more larger studios making moves to have similar distribution deals. Shout Factory, I believe, is also doing something similar as well, as they have.
Yeah. And another freaking like licensor that actually picks up some of the anime that don't get licensed is called Discotheque Media. I'm gonna provide a link in the like in the description of the video, but I'm gonna link you to Discotheque Media's website, Facebook page, and yeah, I'm gonna link you to those two because on their Facebook page you can actually make requests to what you want to see licensed. They will get to it when they can. They've already licensed quite a few series.
So with that said, are you happy with this stopping point?
Yes, I'm happy if this is a stopping point.
Now, with that said,
yeah.
I'm recording post game my whatever game I decide to play post recording this, mainly because I fucking can. I'll probably just ask Fally to pick a damn game for me to play.
I wouldn't know what to pick for you.
You know how many games I have. I don't know if you'd want to pick.
Yeah.
With that said, though, he's Fally and I'm Michael, and this is ATA, and we'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully soon
ATA?
with more anime discussion videos.
Alright, and with that, ATA is signing out.
Peace. And not peace as in One Piece. Peace as in PE.